Hi, my name's Lauren Penny from the Hockey Performance Academy, and in this video I'm going to answer the question, how do I get fit for hockey? So the first thing that I want to address before I even tell you what you should be doing is the fact that you must assess your progress. This is such an important part because if you don't assess, how do you know whether you're improving or not? It also helps to give you a starting point. So this is how I can work with a range of different people, from teenagers all the way up to 65-year-olds. It gives me a good baseline of where that person is at. For example, if that person can't even squat properly, I'm not going to add any weights onto their squat. The first step will be to fix their movement pattern. Okay, and this is such an important part, and don't overlook it. The second thing I want to bring up is a lot of people will come and ask me for a program or for a workout. And what they really need is they need periodization. They need to understand you cannot do the same thing all year round. You have to be able to take yourself progressively through different phases. So for example, the programs that I take people through, there are 5 phases that you're going to work through in the different areas. And I can break these down for you. But essentially, it's not about one workout because there are so many different pieces to the puzzle. Okay, so I want you to just understand that it's not one thing that's going to give you what you need. You need to have all the different pieces of the puzzle, but you're focusing on different things throughout different parts of the season. So for example, now I've just finished my season. I'm starting to prepare for next season, 2 or 3 weeks after my season has ended. But I'm not doing what I was doing in season. So for me right now, I'm going and correcting all the muscular imbalances that have been created from a season of playing hockey. And this is so important because if you don't do this, it's going to cause a lot of injuries down the line. Okay, so we need to address various, there's probably like 10 different areas within fitness that we need to address, but we can't work on all of them at the same time. Okay, the other thing I just want to point out as well is that a lot of hockey players will go for long runs, such as 5K runs. Now, this isn't a massively bad thing out of season, but for me personally, what I've experienced, it's not necessary. You do not need to go for 5K long runs. There's no relevance to hockey at all. If you enjoy doing that in the off season, that's fine, but there's no need to do it. I hate it. I find it incredibly boring, and I don't want to go for 5K runs. Okay, so there are other things that you can be doing. Now, I'm not saying that you need to always be working at high intensity throughout the year, but high intensity training is going to be much more effective in getting you fitter and more hockey fit. But you can't do that all year round either. Okay, so this is where strength training is such a core component, particularly during the off season. Strength training is going to build everything from your core, using full body movements, integrating movement into making you helping you to hit harder, helping you to be physically stronger on the ball. It's also the foundation of speed and power. Okay, so strength training is a vital component that you need to be incorporating as a hockey player. There's often very big myths that say that hockey players shouldn't lift weights. You absolutely should be lifting weights. 1, for injury prevention, and 2, to make sure that you have maximum physical advantage on the field. Okay, and that's something I really pride myself on the field. So it's something you've got to be working on, but you've got to make sure you're using the right, there's so much to it that you've got to make sure you're doing the right way. Okay, there's a lot of wrong ways to do it, but there's also the right ways that you need to do that. So if you don't know, you need to seek advice, and that's obviously where I'm here to try and help you and educate you guys as well. From strength, we build into power. Power is more about the explosive movements. There's a number of ways that you can do this. So you can use plyometrics, you can use medicine balls, you can use Olympic lifts. There's a number of different ways to incorporate some power training. So you're taking the strength that you've built up and you're making it more explosive. From there, we move into speed and agility. Okay, so this is more hockey specific. Speed is different from endurance training. Okay, you could do the same exercise. The difference comes down to your work to rest ratio. Okay, and that's really important to make sure that, if you want to get faster, you've got to go at 100%. You've got to be sprinting. Agility is all about change of direction, your foot movements, and it's mechanics. This is stuff that can be taught. It can help you to be quicker, get to those 50-50 balls, react quicker to turnovers. And then obviously things like speed endurance is the ability to, run at 100% and recover really quickly. So there are so many different areas and factors that we need to consider as to being a great hockey player. But you can see they all build upon each other. Okay, so without strength, if you don't do strength and you're only working on the last phase 5, you're not going to maximize the benefits. You've got to make sure, if you can imagine like a triangle, you've got strength at the bottom. That is the foundation, your athletic movement patterns, your mobility, your endurance. From there we build on and it becomes more hockey specific. Okay, so hopefully this video has helped you to see the number of different pieces that we've got to have in place, but we can't do the same thing all year round. So for me, I'm starting at the base, and as I get closer to my season, I'm working up the pyramid so that it becomes more hockey specific. I hope this video has helped you. If you've got any other questions, feel free to reach out and get in touch. Want to take your hockey to the next level but don't know how or where to start? Check out our free video and ebook download called The 8 Simple Steps to Reaching the Next Level in Hockey. All you need to do is to click on the link below and I will send it to you. As an ex-international hockey player and performance coach, I want to show you how you can develop your confidence, increase your level of fitness and consistency so that you finally get the recognition that you deserve.